Case Keenum was his name. Yeah. What's fucked up about it for him is that dude, he like was fucking. He wanted to be a Denver Bronco from when he was a little kid. They like unearthed a picture of him rocking a Denver Broncos uniform. Gets his wish and gets shit canned in 1 year. I don't even think he had a year. But yeah, he's backing up somebody somewhere. I don't think we gave him enough time. But I think we've had 4 or 5 head coaches since him. There was the Brock Lobster, that guy, that dude. So that dude, you remember the infamous play where he was backing up Peyton Manning. They drafted this dude out of Arizona State. He was like what 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". He's like one of the tallest quarterbacks, you know, in NFL history. I don't know if he was one, but he was pretty tall, right? And comes in. He had that one move to where he thought he was gonna get some playing time, and Peyton was like, yeah, nah, bruh, you're not getting no playing time. He did him like Brett Favre. Brett Favre did Aaron Rodgers back in the day. Yeah, you know. But yeah, and then he ends up coming in. He ends up coming in and ends up actually doing something with the Broncos. Parlays that shit into a deal, and I think he ended up going to like the Cleveland. No, he went to the Houston Texans, and before the season even fucking started, they they send him, they shit can him to the Browns, and he plays what, one season and calls it a career. No, I think he bounced around a little bit. Called it a career. If you look him up, that dude's net worth is still $37 million, which pretty sure you can live on $37 million for the rest of your fucking life. So pretty good haul for the Brock Lobster. I didn't know this was going to turn into a history of QB of the Denver Bronco quarterbacks, but it is. And not really. It's a history of the shitty quarterbacks leading up to which I'm hoping. But anyway, let's get to the guy we signed, Russell Wilson. My fear is that here's another guy. Remember Kurt Warner? Remember his story? Plays in the Arena League. Was playing overseas, doing all that. Ends up gets in for the Rams. Highlights the greatest show on turf. Wins a Super Bowl. Plays a couple seasons there. Starts losing a little bit. They ship him to fucking the Giants. You're like, hell yeah. They're like, oh cool, he'll mentor Eli Manning. Dude, that guy was god the fuck awful. Throwing picks left and right. You know, somehow or another, he resurrected his career in Arizona. So it was his second stop after the first stop. So yeah, that's what I'm afraid of with Russell Wilson. I'm afraid that he's going to be one of these guys that, you know, he comes in with all these heaped up expectations, because that's what he has. And what's fucked up is we're in the AFC West, baby. The AFC West is the toughest division in NFL football. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If you look at every team from top to bottom, first of all, we got Mahomes, that fucking guy. You can't do nothing with that guy. Only thing with him this year that I'm kind of crossing my fingers on is the fact that Tyreek Hill is in Miami now, and so I'm kind of like, cool. Maybe we won't have to worry so much about him. He won't have the deep threat, but they've got like they've picked up. They got Schuster, who I thought was overrated, but you know, when you think about it, the last couple of years, Schuster, he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The last couple of years, he's been playing with the corpse at quarterback, otherwise known as Ben Roethlisberger. And he finally retires, but Schuster's like, you know what? This dumpster fire, we don't even have a starting core. They brought in the Trubisky to start. I don't care what anybody says. That Kenny Pickett kid is going to be starting before 5 games into the season. Oh, yeah. No chance. No chance Trubisky ends the season starting for that team. No chance whatsoever. We're going to take a quick sip of my water break. No, that's the wrong water. That's the dog's water. Dude, it's September 1st, baby. All right. So, much to my dismay, when I wake up first thing in the morning. My wife rolls over and's like, "Did you hear?" And I couldn't hear it because I had a fan in my face. Because gotta have a fan when you're asleep. Gotta have a fan above you and directly on you, because I'm old and it's hot and I need that. But she's like, I'm like, "What?" I can't hear you. Russell Wilson. What about Russell Wilson? Now you really got my attention because you're talking about some shit I care about. Yeah, you see, they signed him. They signed him to a. Yeah, let's get this one correct because we're talking about numbers here. What? Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. What ungodly amount of Russell Wilson? Denver Broncos agreed to a 5-year extension worth $245 million, including a $165 million guaranteed. 165 million of it is guaranteed. Not like I said earlier. The NFL's cool, funny like that. They're cute like that. When they list the contracts, a lot of times they'll just list the whole the dollar number, the most amount it could end up being in the end. They love listing that, but then they don't. But then they don't put the fucking fine print. It's like, why are you going to put the fine print? Especially not out to the world to see that the world can break it apart. But here, they didn't put it all out. But so we're guaranteeing this guy. So we're stuck with this dude for 5 years. I say stuck with because, dude, he didn't fucking throw one pass in the preseason. We're not going to evaluate the talent before we give him all this money? Yeah, I know you say to yourself, well, his past is the evaluation. No, bullshit. I mean, could I at least see some? I mean, maybe if I was there during the practices, I could see what was going on, see him with the starting. But I didn't see a history of anything that showed me really that the team that we're going to field this year is going to be any better than the team last year. All I saw were guys out there trying to make the fucking team. I saw some starters. I didn't see all the fucking starters play. To be honest with you, I don't think I've seen any of the fucking starters play. I know I didn't see Russell Wilson out there throwing passes. But we're gonna sign him to a $245 million deal. Actually, 165 guaranteed. But a $245 million fucking contract. And we've been see. I tell you what, man. Yeah, and you know what? I don't care. I'm shit talking because I haven't seen anything, and I'm a fan. I'm a loyal fan. I give you my time, and I pay money for the paraphernalia. I don't pay to go to games because I'm not flying out to Denver every week. I mean, if somebody were to want to buy me some tickets, I'll go. But I pay for paraphernalia, and I pay with my time. My time. Your time is fucking more valuable than anything. Anything, because you know what, you can't get your time back. You don't have the ability to get time back, but you have the ability to get money back. You can make money back, not time. So Russell, the Denver Broncos, Walton family who just bought it, maybe that's why they're just shitting money out, because they're the Walton family and they have it, and there's a Walmart in every fucking city and town in the United States, and they're making money hand over fist, and they figure, you know what? If it doesn't fucking work out, we'll just keep throwing more money at it and buy another quarterback. Well, maybe that's what I'll just take solace in. We got rich fucking owners. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to go with.